Welcome back to my channel, family. So today we're gonna do skincare. This is new. I've never done my skincare routine, but I've been asked over the years what I do. I do have dry skin type, and if I do not take care of my skin, I do get eczema. So I just really wanted to make a note of that. The star of the show today is going to be Nolaskinsentials. I've been using them for a year. Well, since your voice is gonna be in there, say hey. Ooh. So depending on how often you exfoliate your skin and you listening to your skin when necessary, if you don't really exfoliate, that goes for your body as well, your skin. I personally feel like the products that you use and what they're designed for are not going to work over time. And you're not going to see the benefits of what they can do. So I think it's very, very important to make sure you exfoliate whatever is best for you. But like I said, in the summertime, I probably exfoliate a bit more just because I sweat a lot and I'm very active. My skin needs a detox, so that's why I'm exfoliating, and I'm also going to be doing a charcoal mask. So I'm going to be using my brush. I got this from Amazon, I think for about $18. And I'm using my clarifying cleansing from Nolaskinsentials. I just put about usually 1.5 pumps. That's really all you're going to need. And I apply it. And I tend to just rub it in before I turn it on. I use this on high speed. I always pat my face dry. I do not rub any part of my body, whether I'm got done showering or anything. Always pat. This is the charcoal clay mask, Nolaskinsentials. Usually I like to do a mask at night. It's early in the morning, but it's whatever. I like to do that and do certain treatments at night just because I feel like when you go to sleep, your skin rejuvenates itself a bit more since it has time to rest. And so, but for the sake of the video, I am going to do it earlier. I usually keep this on for about 15 to 20 minutes. I like to just keep it on until everything fully dries. So I'm going to come back to you guys when it does. Just talking now, but let your girl know in the comments while you're watching. Subscribe. All right, you're already a couple minutes in. Just do it. Turn on some notifications. Support the channel. It's family here, and it's going to be a lot more to come, so. I'm trying to edit this video as I was doing the skincare, so it dried a little bit too long. Let's get this off. Alright, so my face is definitely cleansed. Okay, so I'm going to be using the Lavendula Toner, just like to shake it up. Oh, it's a new bottle though. You don't have to do that many sprays. This is just me. I think they usually recommend 2 or 3 pumps. And so for the toner or for any product I put on my face afterwards, I have to make sure that I let it sit, and I don't just spray, put on another product, put on another product. I like to let them melt into my skin first, and then we go ahead and apply the rest of them. So I'm just gonna let that sit for a minute and let it dry, and then I'm gonna use my following products. Okay, so that's been sitting for a little bit. Let it dry maybe like a minute or 2. And now this is a new product, as I mentioned before. So I'm using the Eye Reboot Serum QRX Labs. I read the reviews. I really like the ingredients. It has rosehip oil, which is my favorite. You're going to see that again. Hyaluronic acid, retinol, a lot of good things. So I like to put it underneath the eye. I feel like my main problem areas on my skin are underneath my eye and around my mouth. I know it's from how I took care of it like in my early 20s. And so that's just me trying to follow suit now. So I just like to pat all my products into my skin. And I do not, like I say, rub immediately. I feel like for some reason when I pat it into my skin and let it sit, it actually just works more effectively. And I put way more than I was supposed to. But I really like how this feels. Usually I do not like serums, but I still use them. And usually I'm not a huge fan of I'm not a huge fan of like an eye product, the face product. Like I don't like having a whole bunch of layers. I just like having my skin breathe. So I used to do that a lot, but it just I just feel like it was unnecessary. I feel like if you just have certain products that you know, work for you, they're good. And so I'm a bit excessive just because I'm doing this video. But I just like to pat it in. I'm going to let this sit for maybe like a minute or 2 again. And then I'm going to follow it up with my my other product. Okay, so I noticed this product, I feel like once it sits into your skin, it gets a bit tacky. So I think that's how I can tell. So I just like to do that. I don't think I mentioned, when I'm rinsing my face out after I wash it, after I do my mask, whatever I'm doing, I start off with warm water and then I gradually rinse it off with cold water. So I don't know if I pointed that out before, but I do that so my pores can close back up, because I feel like once you put the warm water, it just kind of opens your skin up, and I do the cold water to just close it back. I do the same thing with my hair. Open the cuticles, close the cuticles. So I just make sure to do that. And like I said, I keep this in the fridge. I use about 3 drops on my skin. I love rosehip oil. The smell is kind of like, it threw me off at first, but now I actually like it. Before, if I'm doing like going out, I'm not going to be going out today, but I tried other sunscreens, but I love Neutrogena. This is SPF 35. Oh, I didn't get the 55. But I like to use sunscreen when, like, even if it's raining out or a cloudy day, just for extra protection and underneath makeup. And so what I'm doing is just rubbing this in. Like I said, I'm not super excessive. If I do rub it in, I like to rub up. And I'm just very gentle with how I place it on my skin. And after I'm rubbing in around, I like to pat it into my skin. Like I said, I always pat. And so that usually sits on my face. I let that melt in. And this is another Nolaskinsentials. I took the sign off of it, but this is the rose mist. Sometimes I still feel like my skin is dry after a mask, and sometimes I just do this as a reboost. But I love rose water, rosehip oil, just roses. I even got some here in the bathroom. Like, I love flowers. So just like to shake my products up and hold it a little bit away from my face. Whew. Girl, be careful getting this in your eye. Hold on. I always do this. Like, I do this every time. Oh. It doesn't burn. It's just, I do this every time. So I've been using this as setting spray. I think they said it on the package that you can use it for that. And I was out of town, so I was like, why not? And it actually did work. So, and it smells good, so you can always use this as a setting spray too. Just be careful to hold it like further away from your face. Otherwise, it's just going to leave your face like melting. But I'm trying to figure out if there's anything else that I wanted to talk to you guys about. So I am going to come back eventually with a nighttime routine. It's pretty much the same. I just use different products, and I do want to stress being consistent in your skincare routine, I feel like, is key. Luckily, like in my early 20s, when I was at a cosmetics counter, I was working there, and she informed me about using the toners. I feel like toners are important, and she just told me how they balance out your skin, how they can clean your pores. So I always use a toner. I've been using one like since I was 21. I recently started using rosehip oil for the past year. I noticed that it does, the benefits of it is anti-aging properties, a glow. It helps with balancing your skin out as well. I just love this so much. Oh, it says on here. It's packed with essential fatty acids and vitamins, which is very true. And this is like organic rosehip oil. It's from CosmicQveen. I'll put this all below in the description box. And I think that's it. Okay. But yeah, as you can see, it's starting to sink into my skin. I know it looks like shinier now, but over time, it's just from really the rose mist, and it just gives you like a little dewy look. But yeah, I hope you guys like it. If you have any questions or anything I probably missed, please let me know. And I'll put like some links too for like products and what they can do for your skin and why they're so important. So yeah, and don't forget to subscribe, y'all. Don't forget to subscribe. I'm gonna be back making a ton of videos, skincare talks, inspiration, hair videos, dancing. So make sure you come back, and I hope to see you again. So